Hey guys, who's still here? Another video coming to you. This time from PokerBros. Gonna be playing some poker. Once again, 50 cents a dollar. A buddy of mine reached out to me, said, "Hey, I have a group here on PokerBros. You want to go ahead and play with us?" I said, "Okay." So here I am, and the game just officially started. 50 cents a dollar for 3 clubs. I'm right here, as you guys can see. Button for 100 again. 50 cents a dollar. We'll see how long this video goes. Okay, there's a race to 550. I'm going to go ahead and fold already. Pre-fold. 9-handed table. Let's see how the session goes today. Okay, so we're taking some time here. I had already pre-folded. Nobody called. Shows pocket queens. King, queen. Let's see what this player does. I'm going to go ahead and race right here. I'm going to make it $4. There we go. We got 2 folds. See what the cutoff does. It's taking a while. Fold. We got a call from the button. Let's see what the small blind does. Oh, I didn't notice this player right here left the table. So we're 8-handed this hand. I hit top pair. Someone else coming in. Stumpy was in there. Checks to me. I'm going to go ahead and bet here. Let's go for a bet of $6. A little under half pot. Confirm. We got a fold from the button. Fold. Let's see what this player does right here. Taking a while. Folds as well. I'll take the pot. Ace, 6 of clubs. Clubs, clovers. Let's see what I can do here. Certainly a raceable hand, depending on what all these people do. I have a nice position as well to cut off. Bunch of people just limping in. I'm going to go ahead and race right here. I'm going to go ahead and do 5 this time. We've been doing 4, 4, 4, but there's already a lot of people, so I feel like if I just make it 4, 4, it might incentivize a lot of people to call. 5, I mean, it's still only a dollar factor, right? So obviously they can still call. But we'll see. We raced 15 in the big blind. We'll see if these guys fold. I might just go ahead and make a call, see a flop. Okay. I feel like he has to continue here. Okay, but it's 2/3 pot. I'm going to take my time here. I don't want to give away anything and fold right away, making him think that he can do this every time. Like I said, it is going to be a fold, but I don't want him to think that I'm going to fold right away. Okay. So it is going to be a fold. We're going to move on to the next hand. Nine, 7. This hand was super hot last episode. We'll see if it continues to be throughout this episode. I'm just going to make a call here. Okay, a raise and a call. Okay, taking a while. Okay, I was probably gonna fold since I didn't want to be the first one in position to post flop, but somebody did call, so you know, I'm gonna go ahead and take a stab. See if 9-7 is still hot from yesterday. Here we are open-ended. Let's see what this player does. I'm gonna check as well, as I have two players behind me. See what they go ahead and do right here. We got one check. Let's see what the dealer does. Interesting enough, he bets $1. I think I'm gonna race here, unless he's trapping, but I don't think so. So I'm gonna make it $5. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and check right here. They'll probably think I'm trapping, so maybe since I did raise on the flop, maybe they'll both check right behind me. Okay. We missed. I do feel like I have to take a stab at this though, because I don't have anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and bet. Let's make it $10. It's 1/3 pot. I could certainly get a call. I would lose, obviously. Okay. Yeah, but I felt like betting 1/3 pot there is more for value, so they would figure that I actually had something, especially since I re-raced on the flop, right? What could I have been racing there? Obviously with the king. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fold this. Okay, we got pocket kings. I'm gonna go ahead and min bet. Like I said on the other video, I don't want to give away my range. Hopefully someone re-races me and then I can re-race them. Obviously this is online and the stakes are small, so maybe a bigger bet in my... but if I do that, then I'd have to open every bet the same, right? Since that's the idea of me making a min bet, to disguise my range. Okay, so we're going three-handed. We hate to see these type of boards, but I think I still have to take a stab at it if they both check. Bets $1. I don't know if that's indicative of like maybe a trap or maybe he has nothing, but I do have to raise here. I'm going to go ahead and make it 7. Half pot. It'd be $6 for him. He goes ahead and check. I could certainly bet. Let's see, what could he have called with? Maybe a 7. If he has the 6, then obviously he's going to re-race me, so I'm going to bet 2/3 pot. Taking a while here. Folds, okay, we take another pot, nice. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call $1 right here. Like I said, normally you want to raise every time you're coming into the pot. But let's see what this does. Let's see what this $1 call does. We got a raise right here. Okay. Okay, so I feel like I'm priced in now. $3 to try and win 16. I'm gonna go ahead and call. Okay, I do hit top pair. Now with him betting, I'm pretty sure he had probably high cards. That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm gonna go ahead and bet right here, $5. It's about 1/5 pot. Maybe I should have made a bigger bet. Okay, we have another caller. Okay, so we do have a straight draw. We have a flush draw. I'm going to go ahead and take a check right here, see what these two players do behind me. I still put them on high cards, but let's see what they go ahead and do right here. We got a check. Check, check. Okay, so I do hit two pairs. I feel unlikely that maybe any of them had a 6. So I'm going to go ahead and bet right here. Make it half pot for 19. Let's go ahead and make it 20. If they have a flush, they have a flush, right? But a 6, I doubt so. I could be wrong. Trip 7s. Wow. I was ahead. Good. I got rivered. Okay, so we see a raise here. I certainly could re-raise. There's a lot of players behind me, so right here I'm just going to go ahead and take a call. As soon as I call, pretty much everybody folds onto the cutoff. Let's see if I can hit a 7 like they did on me earlier. Okay, it seems this player right here likes to be in a lot of pots. Okay, pretty connected board. I do have a straight draw and an overpair. If they both have something like high cards, this is a good time to bet. I mean raise, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and make it 3 times to 9. Let's make it 12. If he has high cards, maybe a higher pair. Okay, so I do have a straight now. I do want to protect this, so I'm going to go ahead and make it 2/3 pot. If he's got something like trips, highly unlikely. He goes ahead and folds. Okay, I'm in the big blind here with King 10 offsuit. Fold, fold. We'll see what this guy does. Min raise right here. Call. He's probably expecting someone to re-raise in this position. Certainly that's what I would do. But I'm just going to go ahead and call here. He could be maybe trapping. I'm not too sure. I haven't seen him play too many hands. In the beginning he was, and then he just stopped. I flopped 2 pairs right here. I'm going to go ahead and bet 2/3 spot. Now let's bet half pot, $4. Let's keep consistent. I've been betting pretty much half pot every time on the flop. We have a call right here. Okay. Worst card we could see here is probably an ace of jack. And there we go. I do have an open-ended straight flush. So I'm going to go ahead and take a check right here. I do have 2 players behind. Let's see what they go ahead and do here. Go ahead and bet 1/3 pot. I'm going to go ahead and call right here. Okay, there is a straight on the board. Of course, if he had an ace, which he did bet pre-flop, certainly a possibility. I'm going to go ahead and check, see what he does. Big bet, big bet. Chances of him having an ace. Can I fold here? There's a straight on the board. I'm just going to go ahead and fold. I know this looks like a really, really bad fold because there is a straight on the board, but there's also a flush on the board. Okay, we got ace king offsuit. We got 1 call. 2 calls. Okay, normally I'd been racing 444, but there's so many people, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it $7. We have 1 call in the small blind. Okay, another caller right here. He might be thinking about it now that he's priced in. Be nice. They're telling me to be nice. Okay, we have another caller. Okay, I feel like someone's going to bet here. Interesting enough, they all check to me. Maybe they know I'm going to bet, which I certainly have to at this point. I'm going to go ahead and make it a half pot, make it 15. Everybody folds. Wow, incredible fold right there. I won't show my hand. Here we go, Queen 10. Again, I'm going to have to raise this right here. Make it $4, $5. Normally we go with 3 or 4, but there's already 2 players that called. If I was first to act, then certainly $3 would be something I would bet. So I'm just adding the 2 extra dollars that they put in. I'm guessing he got a time extension because this time looks like it's going super slow. What could he be taking a while this here with? Maybe he's thinking about re-racing, and if he is, what is the appropriate amount? Okay, I'm wondering if he used the full extension, because it's taking a long time for him to make an action. Oh, sitting out? Oh. Okay, we're going heads up against my good old friend. He seems to be in every flop I'm in. I flop a straight right here. I'm going to go have to bet only because there are 2 hearts. I don't want to give something away. Usually I bet half pot. We're going to be a little tricky this time and bet 1/3 pot. I'm going to go ahead and bet $4. Maybe 5 was the correct answer, since that's what I bet pre-flop. No sense in betting lower than I had already did pre-flop. But that seems to do the work, and I take this. Okay, like I said, unfortunately I had to pause. Something came up and I had to step away. So I was just sitting out for a couple of hands. But I did go over the hand detail. I missed it myself as well. As we see, he's sitting out now. I don't know if he's making a hit and run. Hopefully not, right? But he shouldn't, because he just reloaded. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and check. Talking too much. We're going heads up. Okay, on the button. I'm going to go ahead and check right here. See what she does. Hasn't played too many hands. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bet right here. $2. 150 is fine. Let's see what she does. I really haven't seen her play too many hands. Possible she does have an ace in this instance. If she doesn't, then I feel like my king is pretty good. Maybe she has a better kicker. Still, I'm going to go ahead and bet the pot, 550. She goes ahead and folds. I take that one. Stumpy came back in. He's been out since the beginning of the game, pretty much. King Jack would have been nice last hand. I would have had 2 pair. We'll see what happens right now. It seems this player is stepping out. He was in for, I believe, 80. Lost that to right here. He then reloaded for another 80, and then he was up to 150, making him pretty much even. I'm going to go ahead and race right here. Okay. Oh my god. I meant to race higher. Misclick. Certainly, there's no point in racing $2 here. Exactly. I didn't want to get re-raced. Now I'm in a bad position because I'm right B. He's gonna have position over me in the flop. We do have a caller right here. Okay, so now I'm $9 to win 26. I could be giving away $9. But I was gonna race to around 4 or 5, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this call. Okay, so we do have top pair, backdoor flush. Normally I would bet in this spot. Actually, I think I will bet. I'm gonna bet about half pot. So if he bets, if he shoves, I pretty much am committed to calling him. So if I bet 23, no, let me bet half. 17, there we go. So by betting 17, I'm pretty much committing myself to calling his all in. Of course, he did raise big, so he could have an overpair. If he's got something like kings, I'm pretty much drawing dead. Of course, I can't fold for right here. That's why I did bet half pot to commit myself. Ace queen, so I am ahead at the moment. Okay, so I do hold. Like I said, that misclick was the total accident. I was trying to bet around $4 or $5. With him calling, I think it priced me in. I'm not saying I would have folded if he folded. It would have been heads up. I'm going to go ahead and fold this hand. When I see that flop, I mean, he still could have exactly what he had, ace queen, ace king. If he had ace jack, then we were behind. If he had pocket kings, I was pretty much hoping for a jack. If he had something like queens, then I could still hit a king. Okay, king jack suited. Again, I have to raise here. I'm going to make it 3. As you guys can see, every time I'm first to come into the pot, I min raise, except for that one time I meant to raise higher when I took out this player right here. Okay, so I believe this player left. So we're now 6-handed. This game seems to be dying a little bit, which is okay. I'm up about $68. I have to bet here. I'm gonna bet 4. I do have top pair, a backdoor flush. He just folds. He was in the small blind. He shows up incredible. Maybe he had some bad kicker. Again, like I said, maybe last time he was chasing for a flush, he missed. Maybe he had a 10 and was needing a jack and a 6. But in case he did have something like 10, 9, you know, he would have had a pair and a straight. So if he put me on nothing, you know, me over betting there, I'm gonna go fold this hand. I know it's only 50 cents, but yeah, I'm gonna fold. Would have flopped a straight. Check, check. Doesn't change anything. I think I still had the best hand at this point. Would have had the best hand. I think the only reason I folded in that instance is because I was still trying to explain previous hand. Okay. That looks about 2/3 pot. Makes a call. A7. Oof. I guess good fold. I don't see why he wouldn't raise here. He's in the small blind. It's hard for him. Sorry, he's in the big blind. So 2 clubs there is pretty unlikely, especially the way he's betting. Good fold for me, by the way. It looked like a horrible, horrible fold because I flopped a straight. I flopped the best hand in sight because obviously we know that they didn't have a flush. I'm gonna bet here. Normally, like I said, I'd make it 3, but there's already more people in the hand, so I'm gonna make it $4. Okay, we have a caller right here from the small blind. Let's see, maybe he tries to make a squeeze play. Squeeze play would work better from this position. But if he races here, he must have something like a premium hand. Okay, folds. Maybe he shoves, seeing how low he is. Takes $11. Would put him back to 40. Okay, call, call. Okay. Okay, big bet. Okay, in the small blind, he called my raise. Certainly can have a jack here. Maybe ace jack. I'm gonna fold. I have nothing. I would just be floating, hoping for something like a 9, a queen, preferably a queen. If another heart comes, I could be behind. He could have something like the jack of hearts, queen of hearts. Okay, queens. Oof. 9-8. We are 7-handed. It's probably a race right here. Folds onto the big blind. Folds, calls, we're going heads up. Okay. Checks to me. What could he have called $2 with under the gun? 2 overcard. Well, not overcards, right? There's an ace. Maybe a king queen type of hand. 10 jack. I'm gonna go ahead and check. Okay. Doesn't change anything, I think. He might lead in this instance. I certainly would. That's $5. A 6 would give me a straight. If I hit an 8 and 9, maybe I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and make a call right here. Okay, so I did hit a 9. Maybe he was chasing a flush, didn't get there. He checks. Maybe he's trying to trap with an ace. Normally I would bet here, but I do have decent value only because I did hit the 9. So I'm gonna go ahead and check. Pocket 3s. So I did sucker out in the river. Okay, we have ace queen. If you guys watched the previous video, you know I timed out twice with ace queen. You guys also know how I feel about ace queen. Still, I have to raise here. Again, min bet. Want to disguise my range. They saw last hand that I actually showed my hand. 9-8 with the same bet for $3 pre-flop. Okay, heads up. I do have to bet here, only because I did bet pre-flop. I'm going to go ahead and bet the same, $3. He could have a king or he insta calls, okay. Okay. I think I'm going to check here, be a little bit deceptive, especially if he has a king. If I check here, it could identify that I'm probably scared of the ace. So I'm going to go ahead and take a check. He checks as well. Maybe he's scared of that. Interesting river. If he does have a king, I'm losing here. So I'm going to go ahead and check, see what he does. I'll probably call anything around 10 and under. Check, check. Okay. As soon as he checked, I knew I was ahead. He would never check with trips, so maybe I misplayed that. Okay, so let's see. 3 callers in the hand, so I do have to make a pretty big raise. I'm gonna make it $6. Like I said, normally it's a $3 to disguise my range, but there's already 1, 2, 3 people that already called $1. So it's the 3 plus the $3 that I would have raised, plus I'm including $1 for every player that's already in the hand. We have 2 callers. Okay, so with having 2 callers, these guys are probably priced in. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Okay, so we see 3, Jack 9. I do have an overpair. He bets 5, fold. I have no idea what he could have here. In this big blind, certainly, I think I have to raise here. Make it 17. $12 more for him. Okay, he calls. Okay, this is a very connected board, but I do have straight draw. I think I'm going to bet here. The only problem is I don't want to get... I bet 20. That's possible. I don't want to get check raised. So what could he have caught me with? There we go. Check raises me. I did not want to see that. I certainly can't fold. Like I said, I have an overpair. I'm open-ended. We're going to go ahead and call right here. Okay. If he bets, he checks. Interesting. Okay, so now there's no reason for me to bet. It's a really big pot. Maybe he missed. I don't know. Maybe he has a type of hand like Jack 10. Maybe he missed his flush draw. I'm gonna go ahead and check here. There's no point in me betting. Jack 5. My queens will take it. Nice. It was a fun game. Apparently the host is telling me that one of the players, the one that actually was here the whole time, I forgot his name. Let's see if I can find it. Let me check the hand history, see if we played any of the hands. Maybe his name was in there. Okay, that's hand 82. Well, anyways, one of the players that was there that left, apparently, well, like I stated earlier in our videos, none of us are, at least I'm not a pro. My dream has been to go to the World Series and play there at least one time. Any event doesn't have to be the main event, although I wish I could be the main event. So I was telling us that this player right here, the one that left, has actually played and cashed at the not the main event. Maybe at the main event. I did not look that up. He just informed me right now, but he has cashed at the World Series of Poker. So maybe he was a pro, playing $50 a dollar. Maybe I've heard people make a living out of that. He did win about $160 in 2 hours. Not bad, right? Which is I'm winning over 150 in over 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and check right here. So yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know what level of pro he is because I had never heard of him. But I'll look into that. He did bet me. He did bet me out of the hand in that one hand where there was a straight on the board. An ace would have taken it to. There was also a flush draw, possible flush. Sorry. What is this? Bet 7. I'm going to fold. I have nothing. He did bet me out of that one hand. Other than that, I don't remember too much about certain hands. We might have to look into that. But yeah, he bought him for 100, 80, maybe 100. Can't remember. Did cash out for what I have here, the same amount, probably a little bit more. I think it was 260 when he left. Here we have my favorite hand. Again, this is a joke because I actually dislike this hand. We're gonna bet 4. This guy is insta calling everything. If I had seen the size of his stack, maybe I would have raised higher. Or maybe he could have shoved there. If he shoves, obviously I'm calling. There are two people with... Okay. There's a straight flush pot. I didn't even know. One. Okay. Okay. I'm going to check here. I have no idea what this player could have. He has 13 left. If he bets, I probably call. He could have anything at this point. I'm going to check. Checks, okay. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and take a bet at this. I'm going to go ahead and bet 6 pot. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bet pot in case he shoves. I'll just call him. If he has it, he has it. Jacks. Oof. And I sucked out on the river. That is a bad beat. Like I said, I feel like he should have shoved pre-flop. I was still gonna call him with ace queen regardless. It's really bad the way it went because I did suck out on the river. But like I said, I didn't. I guess regardless, since he had position over me and I was first to act. Like I said, I wanted to bet into the pot. So for the amount he had, if he did exactly what he did, shove, then there was no way I was folding. That's why I committed myself. I didn't want to put him all in and then he folds. I wanted him to do it himself so that I could be. So it could be an easy call for something like, what was it, like $2, $3 extra, $4, sorry. I never put him on pocket jacks. I probably put him on 2 overcards from that board, maybe something like 10 jack. What is the bet? I'm going to bet 3. I have top pair. 3 players behind me. We got 1 fold. 2 folds. Let's see if drill it calls here. And the small blind, have no idea. Put a small blind. Well, it's 50 cents, so he could have anything. He does call right here. Okay, king gets there. Okay, I feel like I have to check again. I have to bet again. He is in the small blind. He could certainly check raise if he has the king. Still, I'm going to go ahead and bet half pot, 5. I did bet 3, yes. So let's go ahead and bet 5. Okay. Okay, interesting. A flush got there. I don't know if to put him on that. The small blind is very tricky. Like I said, he could have any two cards. Maybe he bets out here, of course. I feel like I have to call here, only because he could have anything at this point. It's hard to put him on a hand. All he had to do was call 50 cents. He could have 2 type pair hands. He could have a queen and I have a better kicker. So I'm just going to go ahead and call here. Okay, we have the same hand. Okay, this will be my last hand. 10-4. Best way to go out. Not playing a hand, I guess. So I'm just going to click the fold button. This is going to do it for me. I've been playing close to already... oh, we can check. I said over 2 hours last time, right? Close to 3 hours. It shows right here. 2 hours and 53 minutes. So I already folded. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day for here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. I'm gonna look into the player that was here. I forgot what his name was again. Apparently he's played at the World Series of Poker, cashed at the World Series of Poker, not necessarily the main event, but other events. Gonna have to look into that. I think we're leaving the table as chip leader. So that's pretty good. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video and you have a great day.